Nobody wants to have an ill-mannered person around. Good manners are very attractive, hence the need for social etiquette. What is social etiquette? It refers to the rules and behaviors that govern how individuals interact with one another in social settings. These unwritten rules are rooted in cultural norms, customs, and societal expectations, and are designed to facilitate smooth, respectful, and considerate interactions amongst people. So in today's video, I will be sharing 7 common etiquette mistakes to avoid in the year 2025. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, share with your community, subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and hit the notification bell so that you get to know whenever I upload a new video. Are you ready to find out some of these common etiquette mistakes? Let's get straight into the video. Etiquette mistake number 1, not introducing people properly. Here's what I mean. You were having a conversation with Amanda and Mary came in to say hi. As the common denominator or mutual friend, the proper thing to do is introduce Amanda to Mary and vice versa. Don't shift all your attention to Mary just because she just arrived. Introduce both parties and give a brief background. For instance, hi Mary, meet Amanda, my neighbor. Amanda, meet Mary, my colleague. Guess what? You both finished from XYZ University. Then one person goes, really? What's it? The other person responds, and that way you're carrying everyone along. Another etiquette mistake to avoid is speaking loudly in a public place. I attended this event some time ago and we had training sessions in between. During one of those training sessions, this lady kept chatting away loudly and everyone, including me, kept looking back. When our eyes locked, she would pretend to lower her voice, and before you say Jack, she would resume. This person was obviously not interested in the webinar. Worse still, she did not allow those of us who were interested to concentrate because she was loud, and honestly, it was so annoying. Now understand that some people naturally have a loud voice, which is absolutely fine because it has its use, especially when you're in a room full of people with no external device like a microphone to amplify your voice. However, the bedrock of social etiquette is consideration for the next person. Speaking too loudly in public places can be rude or disruptive. You want to be mindful of your volume, especially in quiet environments like libraries, cafes, or even public transportation. That's when you'll begin to have heads turn in your direction, as well as uncomfortable stares from people in the room. You really do not want that. Ultimately, keeping your voice at an appropriate level shows consideration for the people around you. Next on the list is shaking hands whilst you're seated. In professional settings especially, standing up to shake hands is standard practice. It communicates professionalism, courtesy, and an understanding of business etiquette. Remaining seated can be perceived as a lack of interest or effort, or that you do not even value the interaction or the person you're greeting. In formal situations especially, staying seated while the other person extends a hand for a handshake will not only make the other person perceive you as inexperienced or unprofessional, it can leave a negative impression of laziness or disrespect, especially if they are meeting you for the first time, and I'm sure you don't want that. Before I proceed in today's video, if you'd like to polish your communication, learn what it takes to become an eloquent speaker, and build the confidence to speak up both in professional and informal settings, we have a very rich 7-module video course on elocution and public speaking, specially designed for you. It's a self-paced course that you can take at any time and as many times as you want. You also have access to this course for an entire year. So click the link in the description box below or the link on your screen to sign up now. If you would also prefer one-to-one or personalized coaching, you can send an email to the address on your screen or a DM to @DictionWithDerry on Instagram. The fourth etiquette mistake to avoid is calling someone on video call unannounced. This one is quite inappropriate. Calling someone on a video call unannounced can catch the other person in an unprepared or inappropriate place. They could be inappropriately dressed, for instance, especially if you're calling someone of the opposite sex. You should actually seek the person's permission before switching to video. Calling them on video call without prior notice could invade their privacy and make them uncomfortable. It could also communicate a lack of respect or boundaries, and you don't want that. So, you should ask permission before switching to a video call. Now, this also applies to situations when you're already on an audio call on FaceTime or WhatsApp or whatever platform, and then you want to switch to a video call. You should get permission from the other person before switching. However, when the conversation is with a sibling or a close friend or anyone that you're familiar with, the dynamics are absolutely more flexible. They're different. You can almost call your friend at any time and say, babe, I have something to show you, even if the person is of the opposite sex, because you have an existing relationship. The dynamics can be different or flexible. Next on my list of etiquette mistakes to avoid is not holding the door open for the person behind you. When you approach a door and someone is coming behind you, it's only proper that you hold the door open for them. It might seem small, but trust me, it shows a lot of consideration and mindfulness. It even portrays kindness. In the context of an elevator, always allow people to exit the elevator before you go in. This creates order. It also helps to avoid rowdiness or congestion. The next common etiquette mistake to avoid is jumping queues. If you're guilty of this one, you should do better, especially this year. You should do better. The purpose of etiquette is to ensure fairness and order, to ensure that people are being served in a first come, first served basis. So, jumping a queue shows a lack of respect for the time and patience of others who have been waiting or who took the pain to arrive on time. Jumping the queue also implies that your time is more valuable than that of others, which is absolutely disrespectful. If you must jump the queue, politely explain to or ask for permission from those on queue as to why you must get ahead of everyone else at that particular time. It could be that you're a nursing mother, or that you're pregnant, or that you're not feeling well. But seeing an existing queue at the bank, the mall, a public space, and you just arrived and you move from the back to the front of everyone else. Come on. No, please. The final etiquette mistake to avoid is using your speakerphone in public. There's really no reason why you should have the other person on speakerphone in a public space. The conversation is between the two or more people involved. You don't need anyone else listening to a conversation that is private or potentially sensitive, especially without the consent of all the parties involved. Using a speakerphone in public could signal selfishness and a lack of consideration for those around you. This one is very similar to playing loud music in a general or shared facility. That is a no-no. What should you do instead? Use your earphones when receiving calls or when you want to play music in a public space. That is more civilized and considerate. With these few points of mine, I hope that you know what not to do going forward, especially in relation to other people. So, which of these points stood out for you? Which of these common mistakes would you stop practicing? Which of these etiquette mistakes is your pet peeve? Which of them do you dislike the most? Please let me know in the comment section below. I already have a similar video to this where I share basic social etiquette tips that everyone must know. I'll link it here or in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up so YouTube can recommend it to much more people. Share it with your community, subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I put up a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.